Hello, hello, hello. It's Christine Trainer talking to you live from New Westminster, British Columbia. How's everyone doing this evening or this morning, whatever time you are? I'm doing this late at night because I'm in the West Coast. But I tell you, I had something I wanted to talk about today. It is something that was dear to my heart. It has been for a lot of years in my life. Excuse me, guys. I gotta fix my hair a bit. Gotta have my coif in better shape. And this is what I want to talk about. It's a lot to do with people who inspire you in your life. And the first thing I want to say, though, is this. I have a little bit of information here, I want to make sure I do this right, guys. Hopefully I will be able to say what I need to say, right? It's just information. It's just something I want to talk about today. It's like a little bit of a little lesson I wanted to chat about. How about that, eh? Anyways, here goes. If you are in my life, I'm inspired by you in some shape or form. That's the first thing I want to say. And I have another quote I want to talk about because it sort of ties in what I want to talk about today. We all need someone who inspires us to do better than we know how. I mean, this is a part of our life, there are so many people in our lives that inspire us, right? In what we do, in what we say, what we have, what we enjoy in our life. People that we look up to. People that have inspired us to do better in our life, right? And this is what I see in a lot of people's lives. It can either be in your niche, it can be in your personal life, it can also be in, shall we say, how your well-being. That's what I'm always thinking about. And every day of our life, we have people who inspire us. Could be your friends, could be famous people, could be wonderful celebrities. They all have something about their life that inspires you each day, right? And this is what's beautiful about that, because you can always go on social media. You can go on YouTube. You can watch them. You can be inspired to help get your life on the way, in a better way of being. I would say to get your life on the better way, on track, right? To live the way you want to live, to be who you want to be. This is the way it is when people start to inspire you. When you're young, when you're old, when you're in your 20s, there's so many people in our lives that inspire us, right? And that's what I want to talk about today. Because I feel that this is a good subject to have in everything we do in our life. Because the more somebody inspires you, the more people that inspire you every day of your life, they can really help you help you to become more successful in your life, in your workaday life, in whatever niche you do in life, also in your personal life and how you want to stay healthy and well. There's so many people out there, friends, like I said, celebrities, famous people. It's just amount. And you can go on YouTube. You can watch these beautiful people. You can understand what their life was like when they were young, right? Or you can see what they're doing now. And there's so many wonderful examples out there. I mean, wow, it's amazing. And I even do say that when you do watch the stories and understand who they are, you can take bits of it and you can find a way to take this into your heart and realize that's what their life was all about. That's how they became successful. That's how they've done things that catapulted them into success, or how they've done things to make themselves feel better in who they are as a person, right? And that's what I love about it, guys. I really do. And I have some examples here. I mean, for instance, Cher. We all know who Cher is, right? That beautiful lady is dyslexic. And yet today she's a successful woman in what she does with her acting career, with her beautiful music. And she inspired me. I must say, she's very inspiring. Or Ellen DeGeneres with her beautiful comedy and humanitarian work. It's amazing. Or Wayne Dyer. Have you ever heard of Wayne Dyer? He's a beautiful motivational speaker. Talks about living in the now, being who we are. He's not around anymore. He's passed on, but you can watch him on YouTube and see what he talks about. He talks about taking care of yourself spiritually and mentally. Tony Robbins, that wonderful, beautiful motivational speaker. Everybody knows who Tony Robbins is. An awesome person who really is truly inspiring, especially with his life and what he does today. and how he lives his life and how he talks to people, and he inspires every one of us. awesome person, right? And this is what I truly love about this. Now, in my lifetime, I've had a variety of beautiful people who have inspired me and helped me through every day of my life. And the first person who has always inspired me is my father, Victor, because he was a hardworking man who worked every day of his life with consistency. He knew the value of a dollar. And when I was young, he had a gorgeous, lovely little gas station, sort of a corner store on the highway, right? And it was like we had a one acre land behind, and we had a beautiful store. Right behind was actually a little forest and a meadow. And what was beautiful about that is I grew up in that rural area for about 10 to 15 years, 10 years or so. And I helped my dad in the store. I learned what he did. I mean, he was gas station. He worked on cars. And I'd be there all the time helping my dad in the store, having some fun, learning about what he was doing. Became very inspired by what he did when I was young, when I was just a little kid. I loved it because it taught me the value of a dollar. It taught me how to be more consistent and to be a hardworking person. And the next person who inspired me was my mother, Joan. She was very ill for a lot of years. Over 35 years, she had rheumatoid arthritis. And so she's not around anymore. Sadly, the rheumatoid arthritis took her life in a lot of ways, and she became very ill. Now, the reason why she inspired me is because she was very strong. She was very mentally strong in her life. And she didn't let the arthritis take over who she was as a person. Sure, it was hard for her. But I would help her from time to time. I would come visit her when she was older, and I would help her around the house, do things with her, and spend time with her. Understood my mother even more. Saw the strength within her. And I understood that because nowadays, I do actually have arthritis in my body, so I'm dealing with that. And I'm stronger than ever because she inspired me. And then the next person who has inspired me was my beautiful brother-in-law, Peter, because I worked with him for 6 years. He had an office, a beautiful office, a direct marketing office. And I worked with him in the office, and he taught me an awful lot about direct marketing, how to work on the computer better. And I learned that from him. Truly inspiring man, very intelligent person. Has had a variety of wonderful jobs. He's a beautiful teacher of life, and he could talk your ear off. He's so interesting, and he gave me, I would say, a sense of perseverance in everyday life to really work towards your goals and what you want to do. Awesome person. And then this past 10 months, I've actually been inspired by two more beautiful people in my life, through the work they do and how they are in my niche, which is direct marketing. And these two wonderful people have inspired me so much. I've learned so much from them. I met them as well. One of them coached me for a little while, Mr. Mark Lalonde. He taught me all about the technical side of direct marketing and how to learn stuff and how to build and learn and talk to people. And through his beautiful courses, with Branding University, I've learned even more. And then Nadia Zubrati, beautiful, beautiful woman, who's been around for a few years. She is just, I learned so much from her. I learned so much knowledge from her. And still to this day I learn because she's so interesting in how she speaks. I love the way she talks. And I've met her a couple of times, through a couple of Zoom chats. And she's beautiful. She's really inspired me at my old age of 59 to keep forward to what I want to do in my life. To move forward, be persistent, stick to the path I want to pick, which is in direct marketing. And which I started off 10 months ago. So these are the people that have inspired me in my life. As I hope that they gave you an idea of what you can do when you want to have a good inspiration in your life. These are truly wonderful. And I want to continue to say this. If you are in my life and I'm inspired by you in some shape or form, and these, through my family, my friends, and these beautiful people now who have inspired me, my two new mentors, Mr. Mark Lalonde and beautiful Nadia Zubrati, have really showed me and taught me the way and how to be a good person in my life, to move forward in my direction and really become more successful in what I do. So I hope you enjoyed my little lesson today or tomorrow, wherever you may be today. My love to you all. I want to inspire all as well. I hope I have tonight. Talk to you soon on my next little video. Who never knows what I'm going to talk about. Bye.